We're coming to the end of the tennis calendar with only a few events left in 2024, but a big one for all of the nations involved is the Davis Cup, and the draw is out. Here we go. Jose Morgado puts out the tweet. The Davis Cup Final 8 draw is out, and it's stacked with some of the very best nations. I'll speak about how these nations got there in a minute because I have been watching a lot of Davis Cup action the last few weeks. It's been quite interesting and fun. I did touch on a podcast recently with Ben how I've never been as invested in the Davis Cup as right now, and I guess that's probably due to the bias of Italy being so successful as a nation in tennis right now. But let's look at the final 8. So we've got Italy, Argentina, the USA versus Australia, and at the bottom, Canada versus Germany, and Spain versus the Netherlands. I've got a nice graphic here which shows when the matches will be taking place. So we've got the quarterfinals on the 19th to the 21st of November. Semi-finals will then be the 22nd to the 23rd, and the final the 24th of November. How these teams and nations got there, let's speak about that briefly because I do have a bit to say, considering I did watch quite a bit of it. And let's go through some of the groups. So we've got groups A to D, and they all played in different countries. So we had Italy, Valencia, China, I believe, and Manchester. And GB, they played in Manchester, and it was so disappointing. And that's where we got to start. Jack Draper was there. He was not ready. I think he just played too much tennis, could not adjust from the US Open to here. And GB is the big disappointment. They were favourites to beat Argentina, and they come up short. And in a group I thought was very winnable. I think Canada, they've got some good players. I mean, Felix looked really good, but still, GB with the likes of Draper at the moment, I personally would expect a lot more. And I think this is a really disappointing showing. All the other groups, I guess, was business as usual. Italy, Netherlands, you'd expect them to advance. Maybe Netherlands, I guess, the most impressive. Italy, definitely you'd expect to win. But I think Belgium maybe could have done a little bit better. They've got some good players. And then if you look at the other groups, this was a tough group. Group B, Spain, Australia, France, Czech Republic. So many good tennis players from all of them. But you'd expect probably Spain, Australia to be the 1 and 2. USA, Germany, yeah, that's gone exactly to plan. Slovakia was never expected to do very well. It leads to the next question of who is the strongest team in. Well, the ones who won all three were Canada, USA, Spain, and Italy. And they were rewarded being the ones at the top, or the top 4 seeds. As you can see here, Italy, USA, Germany, and Spain. Sorry, not Germany. Italy, USA, Canada, and Spain. And then it was a match to decide who's going to be playing, or I think it was a draw to be deciding who's playing who. And this is where GB could have probably been up here with Italy and gone out anyway. But let's go through the draw. I think it is a really strong draw for Spain. I think with Carlos Alcaraz, they've got good chances to advance all the way to the final, and they'll be pleased to have avoided both Italy and USA, because that is my big 3. I would put Australia 4th, but I think the 4 strongest teams are Italy, USA, Spain, and then Australia. And as you can see, 3 of them nations are at the top half. So it's better to be in the bottom, and Spain have good chances to make the final. Here, the big match would be obviously Italy, USA, semi-finals. 2 of the best tennis nations right now. I think it's going to be tight, and USA have a good chance. We've seen how well they played at the US Open. They like these courts. They'll be hard courts, and interested to see how it all plays out. But this is the draw. If I had to give my prediction, I think we could see a shock and the USA to defeat Italy in the semi-finals. And on the bottom, I'm having Spain go all the way to the final with Team USA beating Spain in the final. But there we go. That is the draw reaction for the Davis Cup, and I've given my prediction as well. Let us know yours in the comments section. I'm really looking forward to it. As much as I don't have Italy winning, I will be cheering them on. They will be the bookies' favourites as well, and I'm hoping they can do it. But I have a feeling the USA could surprise some people and finish the year really strong. like and subscribe. I'll see you soon.